So Baby and Wayne back together again, been spotted in clubs and things like that, hugging each other, talking. So I guess they working things out between the two, man. I'm not surprised at all. At all. That's why I never really said much about the situation. Look, anytime two grown men, I was finna say not related to each other, but even if you was related to a person, anytime two grown men kissing each other in the mouth, listen, it's something more to that story when y'all not family and related. So I'm not surprised at all they work things out. I'm just keeping it real. Baby on record saying this his son. That's his way of justifying whatever they do. This my son. But that's not his real son. You knew him when he was 10 years old. Who kissed somebody else's child that's not theirs, 10 years old or more, in the mouth, all the way up to they grown and still doing it? Who does that? Let me ask you guys a question. It don't matter who you cool with, who you like, who you embrace. Would you kiss somebody else's child? He not related to you. You didn't even know this dude at all. At all. So you didn't grow up with him. You didn't groom him. But even if you did, you know that's not your blood. I love my kids, but I wouldn't even kiss my sons in the mouth when they not babies no more. Like when they babies, like, you know, newborn babies and stuff, 1 or 2, yeah. But when they get 10 and 15 and 20, why would I do that for? That take away some of the man juice. Something wrong. Why would I do that? I wouldn't feel right in myself doing that. So why didn't it bother him? That's how come I'm not surprised at this. And he been saying over and over again, he ain't going nowhere. I don't care what nobody say, he ain't going nowhere. Because he know. He know what we don't know. Think about this. He kissed that man in the mouth on live TV in front of everybody. So imagine what happens behind closed doors. See, if you don't care about us seeing that part, what about the part you do care about us seeing that we don't get to see? See what I'm saying? See, that's what people got to be mindful of. That's why that didn't bother me to the point where when it first came out, jumped out on it. And let me tell you, and 50 even said something about that. 50 Cent addressed that. When they was asking his opinion, he said, I'm not finna get in that man affair. Him and that dude will be right back together, and anybody that said something during the time they was into it with each other, both of them gonna be against them. I ain't gonna speak about them situations. And he was right. And he was right. They on there hugging each other, kicking it, reunited again. And then Baby like, yeah, everybody who has something to say, I'm going to pull up on them too. And I ain't going to be no talking. See what I'm saying? That's why I tell people who watch this stuff, don't let this go any further than just watching something. These are channels. Do not make this part of your real personal life where you personally want to get involved just to feel like you important. If you got talent and you got character and you got personality and you got something to give to YouTube where you want to blog or think people will like you, man, do your thing. But if you not, and you just some person who don't exist to certain to people, and you just feel, oh, I want to just make him mad or reach out to him, That's crazy. That's crazy. It ain't that serious. It shouldn't be that serious. But that's how I knew they were gonna be back together. Because he was too adamant about it. He knew exactly everything was gonna fall in place just like he said it. He knew it. Like everything was gonna fall in place just like he said it. It's sort of like when I have my girlfriends and I break up with one of them. And somebody be like, hey, she messing with such and such now. And they be like, she ain't thinking about you no more. See, they don't know what went on behind closed doors. I could get her anytime I want to. I seen her crying. I know she sprung on me. I know she in love with me. She only dealing with him to try to help herself get over me or because I didn't want her no more. But soon I make that call and let her know it's all good and I want to be with her. Even if she with him, she still gonna come holler at me. That's just how that's how Baby played this situation, the same way. I don't know what he knew, but he know what he knew. And look, it actually was right and true. He said he ain't going nowhere. He gonna always be, he ain't going nowhere. Like a guy will say to his chick he cheating on that's mad at him who just found out he was messing around with somebody else and she threatening to leave and break up with him. And you know in your head, she ain't going nowhere. She just want me to show her more attention. That man said, Lil Wayne said this to Baby when they kissed in the mouth. When Baby was asked, do you kiss girls? He hurried up and cut in. No, don't nobody kiss these lips but me. I'm the only one kiss these lips. Huh? Right. So Baby did know something that we didn't know. But however, they cool. It's crazy. Oh, it's crazy. It's battle truth, man. It ain't my judgment that's some questions. It's y'all. This industry horrible, man. This industry horrible. And cats put a hole in the game, fam. Cats done put a straight up hole in the game, man. That's crazy. That's crazy.